for too long about random things. Video, commentary, review, discussion, series thing. And today, we turn off my ringer this time so there's no sounds in the video. How's that sound, guys? Today I want to talk about 100% Orange Juice because that's a game that I've kind of been into lately, kind of been enjoying lately. Been playing it with my friends recently. It's a good game. I love it. I've loved it for years. It's great. So for those of you who aren't very familiar with Orange Juice, because I haven't featured it on my channel very much, it's a 4-player board game type game thing. It's very unique in its own specific way. But the objective of the game is 4 players are on a game board and you have to win by either rolling the dice to fight and getting enough kills to win, or when you kill someone you take half of their stars plus bonus spaces you can land on to get more stars, and if you can get 200 stars and land on your home space enough times, then you also win. So it's a luck-based, agony-inducing game. And there is also the additional factor of cards. If you land on a card space, you get a card. Every card is different. Some cards get placed down on a space as a trap, some cards will activate an event, some cards will change player stats, and then there are hyper cards. Hyper cards are unique to a specific character and can usually, 90% of the time, only be obtained by that character. For example, QP, one of the 4 starter characters, has a hyper that I don't remember the name of. I think it's just called Hyper Mode, and it just gives QP more attack. Now, in normal play, only QP can get this card, but if you were to, say, use a card called Gift Exchange to shuffle everyone's cards around, there's a chance that someone else could get that card and use it and get the stats, because they made that work in this game, because they knew that it would be more painful for that to be able to happen. Because, let's not forget, Orange Juice is a game built on agony. The game also has a story mode I would like to mention, and if you play the story mode you can unlock characters. I've never played the story mode because you can also just unlock the characters through the shop, but I'm pretty sure the story mode is an RNG fest of hell and agony and getting killed by computers that you have good luck, or as I like to call it, rigged rolls, so that you probably won't win very much. So if you don't have friends, maybe don't invest in 100% Orange Juice, but if you do, I can't think of a better multiplayer game a lot of the time, honestly. It's a game that's very fun for me because I enjoy how the game is built on agony, if that makes any sense. The game is built on the distribution of agony, and you live by the rule of 100% Orange Juice giveth, 100% Orange Juice taketh away, and then it taketh away when you have nothing else to lose. It will give you things just to take them from you, and that is a fun game, in my opinion. That game has some of the best replayability I've ever played, because Mario Party, for me, let's just compare it to Mario Party for the sake of a comparison, because it's one of the only things out there really similar to it. Mario Party is bad for short-term gaming sessions because, you know, a 20-turn game feels sufficient because you get enough time to maybe do everything you want to do, but it's an hour long. That's the problem with it, is that it's an hour-long game to do those 20 turns, which is sort of considered the average in most groups, I feel like. And you can do a 15-turn game or a 10-turn game, which is like 30 to 45 minutes, I would argue. But it still feels really slow and kind of boring, because Mario Party everything takes its time because it is a children's game designed to be digestible and understandable and simple for as many people as possible. And this holds especially true with games like Mario Party 10, where the gameplay takes a steep nosedive into being even more sleep-inducing than it ever was. But the thing about Orange Juice is it's a much faster game. It's faster, it's more high-octane, and it's not afraid to be incredibly complicated. The speed of the game is changeable, which is great, because if you prefer a slower board game, you can turn the speed down. But if you want to play it quick, you can turn the speed all the way up and it'll be a blazing flurry of action at every single moment. And what I mean when I say it's not afraid to be complicated is some of the new characters that have been getting added to the game recently, because they still make DLC for this game, which is actually pretty ancient by now, I'm pretty sure. Some of the new DLC characters have card descriptions that are just like an entire 1 to 2, maybe 3 sentences of just functions of how the card will work. And it's insane. Like, it'll be something really complicated, like, give status effect, I don't remember anything from the game. Give status effect fart. When fart is achieved 3 times, activate Mega Fart. When Mega Fart is activated, gain +3 attack and 1 defense, you know? Like, something really complicated like that. Like a very, very long, complicated, in-depth card for a singular character out of the absurd number of characters in this video game. And the fact that they're still adding new features to the game for free is kind of impressive as well, actually, because they have recently added the OJ decks to the game, which is sort of a catalog of all the characters, where you can read about what game they're from, their characteristics, their personality traits, just a fun little extra text thing that you can enjoy. It's kind of nice, it's kind of a fun extra thing. And the best part about this game is that it's really cheap. The game is $7, actually. Compare this to a Mario Party game, which comes out for 30 to 60 bucks every time, or Monopoly Plus on Steam, $15. You know, most other board game type games are a lot more expensive than this, but this game is $7 on Steam, and it goes on sale all the time. Back when I got this game for me and my friends, it was $1 for a copy of the game, so I was able to get like 3 copies of the game. And I will also say, the game somehow, despite being a DLC-filled board game, manages to be very well balanced, surprisingly. None of the characters, save for a very small handful, feel like they are explicitly grinding your asshole into a fine paste and making you cry for the entire game. And even then, the characters that can do that, you usually have to play them a very specific way to achieve such a state of gameplay. Like, for example, Kay, the burning character with the whole burning fire thing, they can really wreck a game. They can absolutely wreck any fun that might have existed at the start of the game. But they have to be played a very certain way for that to happen. So thankfully, it's not a super duper common problem or anything. And then there's one character in the game on the opposite side of the spectrum, very fresh in my mind. Starbreaker. Starbreaker sucks. Poor Starbreaker. Their hyper puts down bombs on the field, ranging from 3 to 5 of them, and when stepped on, they will reduce your health to 1. And this character can only choose wins, so they really have to rely on luck being on their side to get anything done. And they also have to rely on getting their hyper, which can just not happen sometimes. So have fun, Starbreaker. That's about all I can think of to say about this game right now, though, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next gameplay or Spooky Talks for Too Long episode video commentary review series thing. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye.